last night?
No. I was a good boy last night. We're in? All right. All right, guys. Welcome back. Welcome to the Ready, Set, Blow podcast. This will be episode, 335. Eric Rocha's in the house. My new best friend. And you can tell he's Latin because he drives a Honda Civic, just like me. I think we drive the same car, dude.
I got to keep giggles to a minute because we were pissing people off. Like, I heard one lady was like, what the fuck are those guys giggling at?
Fuck them. So for those listening, I'm pretty sure we've spoken about it on the podcast before, but we were at my favorite bar, the Chimney Sweep in, I guess it's Sherman Oaks.
Is it? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's the best bar in the fucking world, honestly. Did you go there before you were hanging out with Jeff?
You know, I went there a few times, but it was never like a hang. We always hung out at Residuals, which was Maeve's.
Okay.
Because it was, but I fucking love that bar.
For those listening, it's basically, you ever see the bar in Star Wars? It's like that. It's the cantina, dude. There's just a weird fucking alien playing a flute, a drug dealer, 4 prostitutes, 3 movie stars, a bunch of old people. I don't know. They must bust them in from the fucking old
B-list actor hitting on me on Grindr. And I was like, oh, fuck. It was so funny because we were telling the story about this certain actor that was hitting on another actor.
We can name names here. Yeah. Brad Pitt. No. Just call him out. He's a closet homosexual.
I know, the fucking queer. So, and I looked at, and when they were telling the story, I go, "Do you mean this guy?" And they were like, "Yeah, that's it." I go, "He just hit on me." Like, and I showed it. I was like, "He tapped me on my Grindr."
How far away was he?
The
bar. He was on the other side of the bar, Randy.
You know why
he was by the dartboard.
No, that's why I thought you were fucking with me, because when you were like, "Hey, are you going to be friends with us or are you going to look at that fucking TV?" He was under the TV.
Oh shit. Thank God I didn't mention who it was. I like that guy. He's in there all the time. And he's been in a bunch of comedies that I love. So I won't name names. But dude, how long have you been in LA now?
Now it's 11 years.
Wow, so you're basically local. So how many, you don't have to name names, but how many, like, in the closet, A, B, or C list celebrities are gay and like are not out? Because the rumors must fly in the gay community here.
It's funny because a lot, but
it's funny because all of them.
Well, I get it, but I kind of don't get it. A lot of them are fucking in the closet still. And
I don't get that.
But I guess it does affect in some ways what people will buy them as.
I can see that in the past. It's less so now, but I think now coming out is so like in vogue, and it's being your true self, like being your authentic self, is such the hot thing that the Hollywood liberals and the mass media would be very in support of anyone coming out. I've said that about like sports stars that. I think he plays for the Rams. Carl Nassib, he came out as the first openly gay, and he's a good player. And I think he plays for the Raiders.
No, Raiders.
Raiders. And they're like, "Oh, it's such a big deal." I'm like, and there's rumors about certain quarterbacks that might be in the closet. But like I said, won't name names. But I'm like, just come out, dude. You know how many fucking endorsement deals you'd get? You'd be like a hero. They celebrate you more than they celebrate Lizzo.
I don't know.
You can't say anything bad about Lizzo. It's like Muhammad and Lizzo are the only 2 people on earth you can't trash. Somehow they got to pass. Like,
it's weird. I think now they're coming out as bisexual.
Because they're easing into it. Exactly. Gay light, as I like to call it.
Hang on. We're gonna need more. I don't think this fucking table is strong enough.
But yeah, I could see that as being a first step to sort of ease into it.
You know what? You really would think it would be easier for them to come out, but they don't. Like, I have friends that are B-list actors, and they don't come out, and I was like, why? And they go, dude, it still affects how...
I guess the roles you would get.
Yeah, how people will see you. And I was like, that's fucking awful. But like that, it does bother people, and anymore, like, fucking... I love when I hear somebody white and gay talking about liberalism, and I'm like, oh, you're just as fucked as the regular white people now. So don't even pretend that ain't fucking true.
I had that argument with an ex-girlfriend once. Like, the first time I met her parents, and Trump was running. He wasn't even like the primary nominee for a Republican Party, but he was just, he was running for the primaries. And they were talking about, he's so this, he's so that, and she's from Lebanon. and they were speaking as if, he doesn't like people, they were speaking as if they were white. And I'm like, I assure you, in Donald Trump's America, even though they were Christians and they were white from Lebanon, you're still Arabs to him. But it doesn't, nothing you say is going to change. You are not American to him.
Yeah,
like, what we are. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. I mean, like, yeah, I know you are, but he doesn't believe that.
No, yeah.
And that base, don't
get over here, bitch. Yeah, where are you going?
Watch how fast he deports you with the rest of them. That's what I said.
You're standing next to me. Get on the boat, bitch. What are you looking at me for?
Yeah, you're not with them. Trust me. They won't have any of that.
So it is funny, though, because I think especially because they being gay and being closeted too, like it certainly does kind of create like a provocative kind of night. Like I've told this.
There is probably a little bit of that too. I mean, like I bet that's like I guess the only comparison as a straight guy that I can make to that is like if you're having an affair. It's like something about the excitement of keeping the secret makes the whole thing a little more juicy. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a thing to that.
Yeah, because like we've hung out before, and it's just like it's not that big of a thing anymore. Like we laugh and we'll riff on it and shit like that, but then we're kind of like, at the end of the day, we're gonna fucking,
I don't care what you put in your mouth.
Too much. Yeah,
it's your mouth. Do what you want. Okay, pineapple on pizza, cocks, whatever you like.
That's why you won't let me open your beer with. No, I get it. No. Randy, really, that guy can do it. Watch the cool trick.
Oh man! So, wait, where are you from? Because I know your mom's a small town in Colorado, right?
Absolutely, it was Northeast Colorado. So,
and did you stay there until you came to LA?
No, I lived in New York for a while too because I went to a theater school in New York. And
I can see that.
Yeah, it was okay. Like I don't like naming the school because I don't think it was particularly helpful. I know, right? I wish. I always joke. I was like,
I went to ITT Tech. Yeah. Theater arts / mechanics.
It was DeVry. Yeah. But yeah, that was where like I always loved New York just because I was a Rockies fan growing up.
Okay.
And then Girardi went to the Yankees.
Yeah.
And I remember he was my favorite player. I was crying. I was like, why would they trade him? And my mom,
Eric.
My mom was holding me. She goes, so I was a little boy. She's like, son, and she treated me like he was dead. She was like, son, he's going to a good man. He's going to a better place. And I was like, where? And she's like, he's going to the Yankees, son.
The money's bigger. It's a better city. You know?
He's trust me, he's very happy now.
A lot more whores out in New York. Shit. So how long were you in New York?
I lived there for 4 years. So.
All right. So how's the gay scene in New York versus LA? Because I mean, these are two liberal bastions.
Bastions. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good word, right? I have a $2 word every now and then. Eric, I got a $300,000 education I don't use, my friend. I don't know if you know this.
Oh, these are $6. Yeah. You get two more, and then I'm gonna leave. Here it's about looks, but this is what's really fucking funny too is I liken it to the Comedy Store.
Okay.
So like when we're there, we'll hang out, we'll actually talk to each other. But you get a lot of this shit at the Comedy Store too, where it's like,
yeah, oh yeah, let's see the next one coming.
That's the LA gay scene. Is they're just like, oh wow, you're
really looking for the next best option.
Yeah, you're really handsome. You're really handsome. The amount of porn stars that.
You see, that's one thing I have no knowledge of because I watch straight pornography. I hate to brag, but there must be.
I've never seen a dick I didn't like, Randy. Don't worry about it. You're good here.
You know what? At some point, on some level, that makes sense, right? Because as a man, I like all boobs. Big, small. Yeah. Do I have a preference? Sure. But do I like all of them? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, would I rather it look like this than that? Yeah. Why not? But what's good? Any tit.
I mean, so the funny thing though is because I'm friends with two porn stars that how lewd can we get on here?
I mean, you know me, so
okay.
Go ahead and fire away.
So
just don't pull your cock out and pull it off YouTube
down here, dude. So there was two porn stars that I used to jerk off to in New York because I was in the closet for a long time.
Yeah, how long was that? Like when did you come out? How old did you come out?
I was probably people knew, but I didn't really come out till I was probably till I moved to New York. So like 18,
I was
19, that
okay,
area.
that's what I was going to ask. Like, were you able to, like, once you got to New York, you were out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Then it was like, okay.
I was like, you spent 2 years in New York in the closet? What a waste. You know, like,
well, and
like going to a whorehouse, and, you know, with no money. What are you doing? You know, I'm here to hang. They don't know.
I'm like one of those baby cheetahs. I just know how to hunt. The minute I get, for some reason, it was instinctual. He just knew where the dick was. No, it was great there because I think looking back on it, I was glad, but it was a weird transition because like a lot of gay culture I don't like.
You know, that's something I wanted to get into, but before we get to that, I wanted you to finish the porn star story. So you met a porn star out here?
There's a couple. Because comedy and porn, though, it doesn't matter whether it's gay porn or straight porn. They kind of go hand in hand.
Well, especially in this town. I mean, how many porn, female and male actors and actresses are fucking moonlighting as stand-up comics? Because, you know, our job's easy. They can do that. Yeah, it's fucking just the disrespect level with which they put our profession. It's like we all fuck. Not everyone does stand up, but they seem to think everyone does stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking. Can you imagine like, going to?
You know it's good because even the sound guy's like. Right?
Couldn't you go to Could you imagine me going to a fucking doctor's office and showing up day one? Hey guys, give me a scalpel. I'm a doctor now. That's kind of what they do. You know, it's like fuck out of here, man. Like, back of the line, buddy.
And porn too. Let me check you.
Stick you and your big dick in the back of the line. Write some jokes. Yeah, pulling out your cock is not funny. Write some jokes. I'll be back later.
And I'm looking at his cock. Go, well, give him a chance, man. Give him a chance. God,
hear him out. Hear him out.
God, you're such a cock blocker. Shut the fuck up.
So you met a porn star out here. Getting back, this is gonna take a whole hour to get through this one story.
It's turned into Boogie Nights really quick. So Randy tells me you have an enormous cock.
I'd like to see that. That weird guy, the Colonel, fucking creep.
We're at the comedy store. He's got my fucking wife's cock in her ass in the driveway. Yeah. Oh fuck. Oh shit. So, anyways, it was the craziest fucking thing. So I recognized these. It was two guys from Grindr, and I hit them up, and we fucking hooked. Not all of us together at the same time, but it was so funny because I was like, only here can you really like
get that kind of access.
And then I was like, oh, like why am I getting that access? And then I realized, oh, because 2004 was a long fucking time ago.
I look a lot different then.
And so that's the thing of it. It's just like, oh, okay, so. The porn star, they're like fucking fireworks, dude. It's like, and then that's it.
Oh well, yeah, they have dude. They have a shorter shelf life than an NFL running back.
Fucking
you know what I mean? They're doing milk porn. Like the chicks are doing milk porn by the time they're 25. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what, dude? You know, you're barely old enough to have a kid. You're doing milk porn. But that's the one thing as a straight guy, like obviously I know a bunch of female porn stars. I 2 or 3 male ones that are like famous. You know, the Peter North, like the famous ones.
Oh, absolutely.
But the gay porn community, I mean, there must be 1,000 female porn stars. There must be 10 times as many gay male porn stars who are making 10 times as much money that I know nothing about. There are millionaire male porn stars out there, and it's a completely blind world to me. Like, I know as much about gay porn as I do the Quran. Like, which is to say, I've looked at neither ever. You know what I'm saying? Like. I don't know.
And some people pray to that.
Yeah, exactly. And some people are really into it. Very devout. Somehow I insulted the gay community and the Islamic community in one sentence. You see that? My second Islam rep.
The man has a gift. Fuck.
Just ruining people.
Really, this fucking Muslim rug that we're on.
Right, be careful. Fucking those people are serious. You can trash a Christian all you want. They're not showing up with a gun, dude. Muslims, they might show up with it. They might turn up.
You're looking at hey, the Muslim thing.
Yeah, easy. They're they can get a little excitable.
So yeah, like meeting them, and then it was funny because they did a scene together, and I told one of them, I was like, yeah, actually,
One of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, quite literally.
I must have jerked off 5 times to that one scene in a day.
So there's that, but I'll tell you, like, one of the funniest things is it is such a kind of a dog eat dog world, and like the two that I know and we're friends with, they're out of it now.
Yeah, they moved up to OnlyFans.
Yeah, they're good.
A little more money in that racket.
Well, the funny thing though too is like, so I'll say his name. I was at a pool party one time, and it was thrown by Bryan Singer.
Okay, I don't know him because I don't watch porn. But
well, no, he directed.
Sorry, Bryan Singer. Just turned you into a porn star accident.
And he did Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay,
he got in all that trouble because people were claiming sexual harassment.
He was sexual harassing them?
Well, it's still in the courts, right?
How do you sexually harass another man if you're a man?
Apparently, yeah.
If he doesn't want it, and you fist the cup, it's a fair fight.
This was the wildest thing.
Fucking it's a domestic dispute.
Well, and that was kind of the thing, though, was like they are so strict at those parties now that they have security, and they will check IDs on top of having a guest invite list.
Oh, I'd imagine because you don't want to, with the fucking way the world is now, everyone's ratting everyone else out.
Well, well, the thing of it is like I was there, I was the ugliest fat fucker there, and I was like, I was looking around, and I was like, these people are. Well, no, I really was. Like, I think I'm.
No, Randy, I'm not being modest. They were fucking.
Yeah. It was so funny though because these people were so fucking good looking that when I was there, they thought I was a producer or something.
Oh, see, that's a big thing in here in LA. The more you look like shit and you show up to a party, the more important they think you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just like a fucking homeless person. Like, oh my God, he must own the studio.
Shit,
he must own it. I think he owns 20th Century Fox. I think he's the guy. I think he's Mr. Fox. He must be. Fucking walking here with slippers on.
I'm Eric Disney. How are you?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna start doing that. Everyone else lies in LA. I'm Randy Miramax. Miramax? Me. It's like, what? He's talking from really old, outdated production company that doesn't exist anymore. I'm Randy Lionsgate. That's not a real last name.
Just fucking have a cigar or one of the weird Peter O'Toole cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. Keep walking around with a cigarette with a cigarette holder, like an asshole.
You wear a wand, or you have a fucking robe in that wand cigarette. Your dick's hanging out.
Oh, God.
So, like, those parties were wild because the funny shit is everybody kind of knows their place, but you can tell the ones that don't or the ones that get, like, a special treatment.
Okay.
And it's kind of hard to wean off, like, basically what happened was, like, everybody leached off Brian.
Okay.
And then when they weren't the hottest thing anymore,
you just got a new one. Yeah.
it was just like, and then they would see me and they'd be like, "Hey, how are you?" And I was like, "Hi." What are you doing on that side of the rope? And like I was stupid then too, and they were like, "I don't know."
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out of the circle.
Exactly. And everyone's like, "Hey, come over here."
Yeah. Come here with the uglies at the kiddie table. We'll fuck each other behind their back. Fuck those people. Right?
But he knew too, though. Like that's exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
Was they yeah.
Well, listen. In every community, in any pursuit of pleasure, novelty goes a long way. I've said it before, man. It's tough to compete with new. Oh, it's real tough to compete with new.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, fucking Giselle would get cheated on by a guy after enough years. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody. I mean, how many fucking rich and famous people sleep with fucking Kanye and this bitch and that bitch, it's Kim Kardashian, and they're all fucking they just get bored with each other and move on to the next one.
It is true. You can't compete with new because I mean, right now, like I was listen, like 8 twinks just came off a bus and they're like, 4 of them are gonna get
brand new asshole, like a new catcher's mitt, unbroken in, son. And I'll tell you this right now: if I were gay, I'd like a worn mitt. I know myself. It's more comfortable, like a lazy boy. You fit right in that motherfucker. I would think. I don't know. That's just what I think about at night. Alone.
I never say it. It's like, I wasn't ready for the shit. More beer. We need more beer. So yeah, I mean that culture. It's a different world though. It's not real, and it's just as bullshit as the straight world too, where it's just like there's all kinds of people that'll fucking take what they want from you and then ditch you. So like, what's funny is like the powerful people know it too, but there's a loneliness to that's fucking dark.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like that people always say about successful people. Oh, they're a millionaire, but maybe they're lonely. Look, first of all, I'm crying me a fucking river because it's doing that in a mansion. But there is something to, if you're always searching for the novelty, if you always have the money and access to fuck off on a new adventure and throw out the relationships in your life like that, it's going to be hard to maintain them.
Yep.
Like there's a reason. Like it's like I think about my grandparents. Like it just wasn't an option to divorce. So they worked out their problems. Yeah. Now, if there's any fucking problems, like, all right, I'm out. Call a lawyer. It's over. Fuck it. Like there's no reason for someone to stick around if they have 1,000 options.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's funny now because gay divorce is something that we're seeing too.
Dude, that is one thing. To this day, why, dude? The coolest part about being gay is not being married. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we want to adopt kids. Why? The gay lifestyle seems way better without them. You want to bite off a piece of this normal bullshit that we do that sucks? It's so unpopular among straight people. It makes you think it's going to work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like 60% of marriages end in divorce. So you think two guys are going to beat the odds? You fucking break, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Marriages are a fucking. That's a gamble. It's weird though because the need to like pass something on is still there. Like
there is that, there is an innate human thing to want to have some progeny, to have like some legacy.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. To leave something behind, but it's a weird kind of thing too, though, where like, especially like in like I was saying about gay culture, in New York versus LA. In New York, it does feel a bit more real. Like if.
That's a little bit of everything in New York, just because people have real jobs out there. I think that's just a big part of it, Too. I mean, like dude, this fucking town, man. You go to lunch at 2:00 on a Wednesday at Hugo's in fucking Studio City, the one down here on Santa Monica Boulevard. It's fucking packed.
Yep.
It's like, bro, doesn't anybody have a job in this town? In New York, fucking people go to work.
Oh,
in this town, people just are on their fucking TikTok all day they're standing in front of Paul Smith and that big dumb pink wall trying to become an influencer on TikTok. Them and 40 other Asian people, tourists taking photos. Bananas. They got a velvet rope in a parking lot just to a wall. That's what's going on over there.
No,
that's the kind of town we live in.
Yeah.
So look at me, I'm a big phony. I'm trying to be in show business too. I got this fucking half a fucking talk show going. In a warehouse on Cahuenga.
You mean over there? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, those people over there are assholes. What I'm doing, this is legit. Support this bullshit, not that bullshit.
Yeah, this is my brand of bullshit.
Exactly.
But I mean, I don't know. It definitely is something that I've seen. I've noticed that culture is kind of clashing now. Like in terms of like Harry Styles was like the hottest thing. Now, if you go to WeHo, it's not about inclusivity anymore.
Yeah,
they're saying we want more gay and we want more LGBTQ spaces that are just for us, and that shit cracks me the fuck up because it's like, well, wait a minute though.
Didn't you want to be part of society?
Exactly. First, it was this whole equality thing where
now you want your own country.
Now, nah, fuck you. It's ours now. Get the fuck out of here.
There's a good question. If we started a gay country, where would it be?
Oh God.
Well, look, it'd have to be in the United States or somewhere west. Actually, here's a good question. What state would be the gay state? Like, if we were to give the gays their own territory in the United States.
Oh, we're already taking it. It's California.
What are you talking about, Randy? It's done.
We let you. Yeah, we made that shirt you're wearing, Randy. What the fuck do you want?
You see Gavin Newsom's hair? Who do you think cuts it? We own you. A fucking gelled up jerk off.
You know how your shirt and your socks match? We did that, Randy.
That was an accident, yeah. My gay roommate picked it out before I left.
Yeah, see how it fits him just right? That's us. That's
the Henley. It's hot this season.
Yeah, that's not you.
No, but you're absolutely right. Because look, I've had my roommate on the podcast. Shout out Braxton. And he's more like you. He's a more masculine gay guy. Like you wouldn't really know he was gay unless you knew him. And he had a little bit of trouble because he came out later in life. And he had a little bit of trouble with that. And that's the weird thing. Like, just because you look like a mechanic from East LA doesn't mean you're not gay. You know what I'm saying? But they treat you like some asshole mechanic from East LA. It's like, no, man, I'm here for the party.
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
I'll come suck some dick too, man. What, gay guys there can be gay guys in East LA? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gay mechanics.
I gotta go, Randy.
No,
I'm gay. Fine.
No, but you're right.
Here, smell it.
Yes, that's a dude's butthole right there. That's a man's gooch. I know you know the smell. No, but you're right. There is like, it's weird. It's almost like we've become so tolerant. We tolerate intolerance. Like, it's like, oh, yes, gay people, we support their rights. Yes, we support your rights so much that you now get to exclude us from things. Like, whoa! We don't want. We wanted to end exclusion. We didn't want to just transfer exclusion from normies to gay people.
And here's the thing, and it's happened because I think at least a lot of my go-go friends and shit, they get pissed off because straight people will come and hang out and have a good time. And they won't tip like the go-go boys or shit like that. They like the party of it.
They'll tip the bartender. Exactly,
which is like, they'll take care of the bartender. And go-go boys are like, I'm fucking dancing, sweating up a storm here. And it's funny because I always laugh about it because I was at a bayou in West Hollywood, and quite literally this gorgeous fucking go. He's just doing all this shit right, and kept looking.
Pushing all my buttons.
God damn it! I know. Like fuck. So I got up and I walked to that bar. And and they were like, yeah, what do you, I go, no. And I went over to the go-go boy and I gave him 5. And he goes, yeah, I saw you looking. And I was like, yeah, I know.
I gotta.
Yeah, exactly. And I treat it like a street performer where if you stop.
Well, dude, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It would be like chicks going to a strip joint. Like, the girls aren't coming up to them trying to grab. It's the dudes who are going to get fucking fleeced by the.
Fuck yeah.
So don't get mad at me because I'm a chick. I'm basically a chick at a strip joint. Like, I'm here for the beer and the atmospheres. I'm sorry, I don't want to put a $5 in your banana hammock. Actually, I'll give you 10 if you put a little more clothes on. And it's not because I'm homophobic. It's because you're just making me feel really guilty about how shredded you are. Those guys are ripped, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, God damn, man.
Exactly.
Make me feel like a fat bitch. You put some clothes on so I don't feel so guilty about being a slob.
Well, I am a fat bitch. And I'm like, hey, Randy, why'd that guy put on his fucking shirt? Like, now it's just a bidding war of, how much did he give you? Here's 40. Take that fucking shirt off. Randy, what the fuck? You're killing me, Randy.
So what kind of guys you usually go for?
So this is the thing. I like effeminate fucking like.
Really?
Whoa.
I wouldn't have picked you for that.
I know a lot of people.
I know.
Yeah, and neither do they.
You said that like you were disappointed in yourself. I know. Well, I got a weird kink, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Me and twinks, forget about it.
They look at me and they're like, "It's a trap." Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Everybody will get that reference there.
Oh man, so you like the effeminate guys? You like the lispy voice, everything? You like them wayfish? What are we going for here?
Okay, so I'll give you an example. When fucking David Archuleta came out, that singer, I was fucking. I looked like Walter Matthau spraying shit. Like,
there's someone that didn't really need to come out. And
that's
it's like Clay Aiken's gay. What?
Yeah, exactly. Like, no.
Ryan Seacrest is gay. What? That's a rumor, but
yeah.
When there's smoke, there's a gay fire.
Son of a bitch.
So
see, I knew we'd drink all these beers.
I told you, man, we're gonna have a good one.
This is a very indicative of what it's like. Like, this is why I fucking love you too.
Oh man, I live for this. The bullshit with my friends, man. That's why I got into comedy. I just want to hang out with funny people and fuck off like this. Like, it's like, oh, there's gonna be people watching. Good. I'd have this conversation regardless. So you got to tell me, man. Like, I've like seen the screen grabs of Grindr, but is it as vicious as it seems? Because
fuck yeah.
There's a couple of things about it. One, I think the weirdest thing about Grindr, it's geolocated, right? So you know how far away the person is.
Oh, well, that's how I knew that guy. I was like, because when who we were talking about, I was looking and I was like, That looks like that motherfucker right there.
That's how you can tell there's a little bit of a gender difference. Like, like the society still has like, you know, men and women are equal, but there's a little bit of a different rule set for each, because there's no way on a straight dating app they would give you the distance to the target.
Really?
If a man was, because a man could stalk women, they wouldn't, like, that's dating. But it's like, oh, two gay guys, it's not stalking, it's just love. You know, like,
see,
you know what I'm saying? Like, they just think like, oh, they'll punch it out. They could, that's a fair fight. But if they gave me a location of a woman, they're like, oh, he might attack her. You know, like. There's that. I think that's the only reason it's not. Why wouldn't Hinge have that?
Well, and I mean, you're right. Like, I get. It's funny because I don't know how collaborative like gay hookup apps are versus straight. Like, I don't think we really talk. This works for us.
That's why I'm asking you about Grindr, because I obviously haven't perused Grindr.
Fascinating. I never thought about. I'm like, oh,
only bisexual people I think would know.
And do they?
Yeah, do they? Exactly. Gay light, like I said. Yeah. Commit. That's what I think.
Really, I gotta fucking get on this app or they'll take it away. No, so it's pretty like. The one thing I will say is like the thing that I like about those gay apps is that you're assertive as fuck now.
Yeah,
like
there's a double-edged sword there, right? Because it's good to be assertive and know what you want, and like
absolutely.
You can say I'm looking for this kind of guy, you're looking for that kind of guy, but then it goes to a little bit too far. Where like I heard it's a big thing on Grindr, no Asians. People who put that in their bio, and it's like, whoa, man.
It's
like, you can just swipe left on the Asian guys.
You
don't have to put it in your bio. You just don't have to select them.
You read their bio and it reads like Mein Kampf. You're like, no Jews, no blacks, no this, no that, none of this, none of that. And you're like,
gay Mein Kampf. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, you're like, well, wait, what's wrong with short black people? And they're like, just not my thing.
Exactly.
You couldn't say that if you owned a restaurant.
I know.
I'm sorry, we're not serving these short Asians today.
I've said it a dozen times in this podcast. I'm just so envious of how honest and openly, like an openly gay guy can be. Like they'll just like they'll put out whatever they like, and like, you look fat, bitch. And I'm like, what? You can't just say that to chicks, man. I'll tell her. It's like, all right, man. Your world,
well, like, you know what?
The confidence of a sassy gay twink. It's just I need that in my life. I need a dusting of that for me personally. You know,
you can ask like some of my straight friends if I don't like women that are trying to be assertive just for the sake of trying to fit in.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. The lean-in culture.
I know plenty of women that are very assertive women, and they're great girls. And it's just like, they're awesome. Like.
Well, that's like, I feel like sometimes women confuse being assertive with thinking they have to act a little bitchy for anyone to respect
exactly.
them. And look, I'm not telling women not to, you're not a bitch for being assertive. I'm saying is I think they already think that we think that's like, fuck it, I'll be a bitch then.
Yep.
That reverse psychology, like it almost trips them into behaving in a way they wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Just because they think we assume that they're going to be a bitch. Yeah. It's like you're fulfilling your own prophecy.
And they'll lean on that woman shit. Like this is what happened. I was at a bar one time and I was sober at the time, so I was driving all my friends and stuff like that. And everybody orders shots. I don't. I just ordered a soda and wings. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And they're like, and this girl's like, oh, you're not ordering a shot? And I go, nah, I'm driving it. And she's like, oh, why are you being such a pussy?
Because I don't want to kill my friends, lady.
And I looked at her.
I love you people. Call me an asshole again for that.
I looked at her. I go, just get my fucking drink. Yeah. And dude, you would have thought I called her a cunt and all this. I just go, just get my fucking drink.
Yeah, well, you know what you did? You treated her equally.
Exactly.
You know like, exactly. If a guy said to you, like, what the fuck is your problem, man?
Oh,
like,
dude, and everybody looked at me and they were like, hey, what the fuck is your problem? I go, it's her fucking problem. Yeah. I go, it's not mine. I go, she's acting like an asshole to me.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was funny because all I've read, they're like, this is how we knew that a gay guy was talking, because you didn't call her a bitch, you called her an asshole. And I was like, yeah, it's what she was being an asshole. Yeah. Like,
I always go right for the C bomb. I just go nuclear on them.
I like that.
You know what it is. Women love to be held except accountable. And she was behaving like an asshole, and you held her accountable. She wanted no part of that.
And that's it, though. Yeah, she called the fucking manager, Andy. I'm not getting. She's like
to prove
Todd.
Prove she's an asshole. She called the manager to really seal the deal.
Fucking asshole. And I was like, it goes, is there a problem here? And I go, no.
Yeah, her.
Give me my fucking wings, you hole.
You hole. Oh, it's too good.
Yeah, all of my friends, we're in the car and it's all quiet. And I was like, just driving. I was like, do you guys have to do? Yes, we do. I'm like, oh, all right. But I also get it because like we'd be somewhere and a waiter would come over and I mean just a fucking man bun.
Oh, the LA special.
Eyebrow. No, hang on. The fucking guy's got his eyebrow pierced.
Still in 2022?
Comes over and he's like, so can I start you guys off with anything? And I'm like, oh. And these guys are like, Jesus Christ. I was like, dude, just hearing that little flutter, that fucking got me hard. I was like, I can't even stand up right now. And they're like looking at me like, dude, you're kind of scary. And I was like, yeah, dude, don't touch
That's my thing. Yeah, that's my thing. What makes you think you got into that kind of a guy? Like I don't, 'cause I like Latin women because I grew up around them, but I can't imagine in the small town in Colorado where you grew up, there was a lot of wayfish twinks running around.
You know what it is? Like, I like genuine, effeminate, like, I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm not. Maybe there's an opposite
just looking for something different
kind of thing where it's just like
something you couldn't find growing up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't want somebody that's gonna like fucking throw glitter when they walk into the room and like that.
You don't want Liberace. You don't go that far. Fucking wearing a cape. Yeah, not the guy with the cape. A little bit less. A little bit less.
I used to tell people, I was like, I want a guy that carries a Smith and Wesson and a Louis Vuitton. Like that would be like my dream. Like, oh yeah. Like, babe, can I put my thing in?
Yeah, hold the gun to my head while you're fucking. Hold on. Make me believe you're gonna pull the trigger. Let's get fucking weird. Load the gun. Load the gun. I want real fear.
It's the Sopranos where I'm making him hold a gun to my head. He's fucking got a finger in my head.
Janet.
Why does he keep calling me Janice? Tell me I'm a bad fucking boy. You're a fucking pig, aren't you?
So I'm guessing you're a top?
All right, if you're playing the home game, it's time to drink.
We're doing bingo. Gay bingo. Top or bottom?
Really? If you get fist and you get a bingo, that's the blackout prize.
You see, that's one element that like straight people don't have. Like when you go to hook up, you don't have to discuss what you're like sexually before, because I know like gay guys like, hey, top bottom switch, because you got to prepare. Yeah. You can't show up. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You can't show up with a belly full of Taco Bell. And they want you to bottom.
Randy is he does his research.
Yeah, man.
He knows. Yeah, dude. And like there's been times before where like I've literally been jerking off next to a guy and he's jerking off too, and I'm like,
all right, Dad, stop it.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. It fell out of my face. I really didn't think about that before I said it.
Are we just gonna ignore Mom calling me home to dinner?
I thought it was at the dinner table.
Hey, one of us has got to set the table.
It's a race. Oh, it's so foul.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
So, top or bottom?
Oh, my God. You got that opener, brother?
Yeah, I got you. It's time for the third beer.
The third wave.
Yeah,
shit, I got one there.
I got it right here, dude. Don't worry about it. It's a real professional podcast. I keep a lighter in my pocket. Oh, you go. That's a real drinker. He's got it on the keychain.
On my keys. So, anyways, yeah, I mostly top, but like I said, I think in any gay relationship, it's give and take too.
That's the most literal definition ever. Yeah, it has to be give and take.
But and I mean, it really does, because you can't.
Well, you don't want to be selfish. If someone was, hey, I want to try this tonight. Exactly. Like, all right, I guess it's my turn to lay down on my stomach. Yeah.
Let me get that fucking pillow.
Well, you know what it must be like, how like in married couples, a gay guy's a blowjob once a year on his birthday. Like once a year, the top has to bottom on the other guy's birthday.
You want to hear something awful? Always,
Eric.
So when I was in the last serious relationship I was in, it used to be like that. It was Wednesday. That was how fucking loveless the relationship had become.
Jesus.
And what I would do though is I would get him drunk, and I would take him to like some fucking in New York. It was a great Italian restaurant, and I get that motherfucker so drunk or so bloated that he'd be like, "Oh, I don't know if I can." I'm like, "Oh no, okay, well that's fine. We could just jerk off and we'll go to sleep." And he was like, "Okay," and I was like, "Oh, thank God."
I love it. You gave your boyfriend a food coma so you'd have the bottom for him?
Fuck him, yeah. It's like, that's when I realized.
You got to bottom bed. You like drugged him not to have sex.
That's when I realized
You're
the
like
power
the
of
reverse Bill
turkey.
Cosby, dude. You drugged him not to fuck.
No, seriously, because they'd be like, good, and I can watch a game and like not have to fucking worry about
But that's actually genius because I've said the reverse. Like if you're trying to hook up with a chick or, even whatever you're trying to hook up, if you're trying to hook up, do not go out for like a pasta dinner.
Oh, fuck no, dude.
You can't fuck after pasta.
Especially in New York because
you don't want
delicious.
it. It's so good. You want to eat. You can't fuck after that.
Fuck no.
You don't bloated. You don't feel sexy.
That's
And
when you
you're all sweating, it smells like meat in the fucking bedroom. You know what I'm saying? It smells like prosciutto in the goddamn room. You're fucking out of control. Fucking lukewarm prosciutto. Oh my God.
But yeah, like you can always kind of tell on a date too by like what the guy's eating. Like if a guy orders a salad, then it's like,
oh, he's expecting something.
Oh, we're gonna.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep, exactly.
I like that.
But then like too, this is how stupid WeHo is sometimes too. You'll look at the menu and it's just like, okay, we've got breaded tater tots, we've got fired chicken wings. Like, how about something that's not gonna burn my dick? If
they should have a section on the menu for fuck foods. Like, hey, we're gonna fuck later, so he needs a clean rectum. These are the 6 items. You get the kale salad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fuck
you
yeah.
You get some light fare.
Let's get
That's the butt fuck section. These are light fare for later,
I'm not kidding. We went out wings one time. The guy was eating wings.
Oh,
and
no.
I was getting a blowjob from him, and I was like,
yeah, fingertip.
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're fucking, the hot sauce is on your fucking hands. And he was, and I go, dude, it hurt.
Handy with hot sauce.
And I was like, well, no, it wasn't just his hands, it was his mouth too. And I was like, oh, fuck.
You poured some ranch dressing on it to cool it off.
Fuck no, blue cheese. That's disgusting.
You dipped your nuts in blue cheese for him. You poke up your shit.
Hey, some of that cheese was there before.
Yeah. An extra zip, little tang. Jesus Christ. I don't know if anyone's still listening. If anyone's still listening, they're throwing up. If they're still on the show, at this point, thanks for sticking with us so far.
Hey, this is bad. Thanks for being so nice to my mom, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you're a sweetheart, man. You're a sweetheart, dude.
So a couple last week, right after Thanksgiving, I was hanging out with Jeff and Eric. We were at one of our other favorite bars here in town, the Fifth, also that's in Studio City. And Eric brought his mom out, and she was dope. We were having a great time, just having a laugh, having drinks, having beer, taking some shots. She was awesome. And Eric was so kind. Like, I get home and I got a text from Eric. Say, hey man, thank you. So sweet of you to be nice to my mother. What do you think I was going to do? Scream at her? I was like, of course I'm going to be nice to your mother. She's a lovely lady, and she's also your mother. You're my friend. You think I'm going to fucking slap her or something? Like, honestly, I mean, there's probably a better chance of me hitting on her than fucking than insulting her.
Well, she was laughing because she was like, your friends are just all so handsome. All right, it's time to take you back to the fucking airport.
She had too many drinks.
You've already been, yeah.
She's going to put hands on people.
Did you feel how strong Randy's leg was?
God, it's like a duffel bag full of snakes. It's insane.
I
muscles.
I haven't felt thighs like that since Bruce Springsteen in '85. Like she just starts throwing out all these clues. Yeah, she fucking had sex with all the Beatles. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, she started with Ringo and worked her way up.
Ringo would get you in, but if you got to Paul, you knew you were on your way out.
That's the rotation there. You go George, Ringo, baseball, John, and then you're out of the club?
Oh no, Ringo's like fucking Major League Baseball, the catcher. That's the easiest way in. Fuck it. Oh, shit.
Oh man. I catch my breath. I'm fucking coughing. All right, dude. All right, we got about 10, 15 minutes left. You want to get into a little news? I do this at the end of the podcast. You don't even know the format I do.
No, I don't. Well, I do want to call out one thing.
Please,
this made me laugh. This is my second appearance technically on this show. You guys called when Handra and Steven was on.
I hadn't met you yet.
Yeah. And
so those listening, Jeff Dye introduced me to Eric because he saw him at a show. He's like, this guy's fucking hilarious. You're going to love him. And, we met up and I did, but I forgot that until you reminded me. So I had Handra and Steven on a few times. He's a friend of the podcast, started with him back in Boston. And the last time he was on, he called somebody and I didn't know who it was. And you were kind enough he put you up to the microphone and we had a conversation. What did he ask you about again?
He asked if one of the questions I think was like, yeah, Randy, you'd actually probably like him. He's and I go, what's he look like? Yeah. And then it might have been something like, oh, is he effeminate? And Hannah was like, no, not at all. And I was like, I gotta go. And I literally hung up. I was like, well, I got enough friends. Like, I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm all out on Friends. I'm looking for some delicate man meat to beat up.
I gotta call him out for something because for the longest time I thought it was Valero, and I was like, "It's Valerio."
Valerio, yeah. I wish it was Valero. Like the guess.
Call you Valero all the time.
It's accent. People, it's
Fuck that.
Three syllable names are tough. I know, but listen. The plan is, if Sebastian Maniscalco can make it with his name, I should be able to make it with mine.
Exactly. That's my fucking point.
It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, all right. I thought about using a fake name stage name when I got into this. And then at some point I was like, no, I want credit for the fucking shit I'm doing.
Fuck yeah,
and good or bad, because believe me, this podcast has destroyed what little reputation I have.
Wait till the episode.
Yeah, I know. Remember that whole blue cheese and the nuts part? Good grief.
Was it Eric jerking off with his father? Or
yeah, what did I lose you guys?
The blue cheese thing that got you.
Yeah, what did I lose you?
We threw out some good Boogie Nights references, though. I thought that was fun for all.
Yeah, you're a big movie buff, dude. That's one thing I didn't know about you, too. We were chopping it up with your mom. We were going into it, dude.
Yeah. Well, and that was what was cool. Was like, I don't know. You guys are fun, though. Like, we talked about, too. Once you hang out with comics, you just don't want to fucking hang out with other people because they're so boring. Like, in the holidays, I was like, Jesus Christ. And even my mom was like, God, you guys were so funny.
Well, see, that's the thing. I feel like most people, there's a lot of people out there living in one dimension. Most people live in two dimensions. The comics live in three in the sense that I feel like most people, if you know one or two things about them, you could kind of guess with like 80% accuracy, the core tenets of their personality and the beliefs. Like, if I know you like guns and you're a Christian, I know this, that, and the other thing about you.
Yep.
Right? But with a comic, it's like, oh, Jeff's a good-looking guy. Yeah, but he was a homeless vagrant before he got into comedy, right? You're like, oh, you look like a fucking, ex-baseball player. It's like, oh, no, he's actually a gay comic. Like, I went to an Ivy League school. It's like, oh, no, I'm a fucking dummy who talks about my dick on the internet now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think you know a comic, but they have so many different, dimensions, more dimensions to them than most people. And it's just so much more interesting. And on top of that, they're fucking funny.
That's
so like even the worst comic friend I have is funnier than the average normal person. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't respect what they do on stage. At least they're trying.
Yeah.
Most people don't even try.
Yeah. Shout out to Handren again.
Taking shots while he's not here. I love it.
I fucking love that.
He's the best.
No, but I think one thing that's underestimated too is we're great fucking listeners. Because quite literally, you're like, okay.
Well, because you want to learn something. Exactly. I feel like that's a big part of it. Curiosity. Like, you're always like, what's that about?
Oh, fuck
What's going on over there?
Oh, God, yeah.
That's a little weird. Tell me more. I just want to know, again, novelty. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's new. Tell me something new about
exactly.
This. I didn't know this whole Grindr world. Tell me about this or that or whatever. Whatever the topic is. I keep mentioning Grindr. That's all right, guys. I got an announcement to make. Eric, this is really a ploy. No.
Oh, no, yeah.
I'm a closeted heterosexual. I'm coming out as publicly homosexual.
Oh, man. David Archuleta and Randy Valerio. Oh, man. This has been a great month for the gays.
Some real wins. But that's one thing I've talked about before. Gay people, they do add a lot of good people to their ranks. But they tried to get rid of Dahmer. I was like, dude, you can't get rid of Dahmer.
He was eating gays by the handful.
Well, but he was a gay man himself. Like I said, like Bill Cosby's still black. They can't get rid of him. Like you can't. You got to claim the good and the bad. You know, now that you're becoming a normal part of society, you have to get your comeuppance too.
Yeah, absolutely. And,
you know,
because they were raising to stink that Dahmer was in the gay section.
Yes,
of Netflix.
Yes,
so it would be like, do you want to watch Brokeback Mountain or Call Me by Your Name or fucking Dahmer?
Yeah.
It's just, what do you want to cuddle
I will say though, if you just watch the episode of his relationship with the deaf guy, if you only saw that episode, nothing else in there, like, oh, what a complicated love story. Because he didn't kill him at the end of that one. You know, it was just like a weird like other side of the tracks love story. 1 out of 8 episodes, it was like, oh, this is kind of cute, and then it was murder and cannibalism. The rest of it. It's wild. Son. Wild.
They really didn't want to claim him, Randy. They wanted to forget about Dahmer.
Yeah, he wasn't a good one.
So much. They were like, well, he wasn't really. We're like, no, he was.
He was. He liked guys too much. He wasn't only fucking them, he was eating their dicks. You know, you just suck on it. He ate dick, dude. I wonder how you prepare dick. Seriously. I mean, let's think about that for a second. Because dick meat is not like other meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is dick meat? It's like a sponge, I guess. Like, how do you cook dick meat?
Maybe it's like the farmer's market. You got to pick the right one.
You squeeze them and you smell them. Is it ripe? Is it ripe?
You got to hold it up to the light and smell it.
Yeah. You skewer them. I don't want it to curl up when it burns. I want it to stay.
Oh, the skin's too tight on this.
You stuff the foreskin.
Ooh, this one's inner city. I want something farmed.
Yeah, I want an organic farm raised cock. I don't want this city rat cock.
This is Skid Row dick. I don't want this. I want some of that free range fag.
Oh my God. There's going to be so many good clips of this show, and every single one of them is going to get me kicked off of Instagram. Dude, I'm already on. I'm on deep suspension again, so I'm gonna have to be real delicate.
Good, they got my letters.
They've listened. All right. Let's get into some news before we keep Sebastian here all night. So the format. So we bullshit for the first 45 hours, and then I like to catch up on what's going on in the world, but I choose the stories. You know. I'm not picking from the New York Times here. So listen to this. Butt doctor reveals why you shouldn't use toilet paper. This is important to you.
Gee, this is kind of specific for a random pick, Randy.
I know, right?
But fucking asshole. like picking voters in games.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you mugs, it's time to vote. Oh,
yeah, very selective. So in Queensland, Australian-based colorectal doctor Bradley Morris believes we should move away from using toilet paper. He quotes, "Most of the problems I see with the skin around the anus are due to excess attempts at hygiene, and it's very rarely due to insensitive hygiene or lack of." He said, "I don't understand why we use toilet paper to wipe. If you imagine soiling your face or something else where you wouldn't want to smear it all over with toilet paper. So I think we need to readdress this culturally and maybe move towards bidets, using water to wash using hands in our water, like I guess like India, wiping your ass with your hand and washing, because excess wiping can cause skin trauma." I mean, my first question for you is this, because I'm sure you spent more time down there than I have, and that might not be true. But you spent more time down a guy's asshole. And I haven't seen my asshole in 39 years. It must look like fucking Kyiv after a bombing. You know what I'm saying? Like it cold, dark, wet, and destroyed.
Oh, well, that's
is wiping destroying our assholes?
Look,
Great question, Randy. I'm real Barbara Walters over here. Fucking.
I need glasses. Well, actually, Randy, what we found with the asshole is, I have. Do you have a bidet?
No, man. I feel like
you've got to get one.
People say that, man.
You've got to get.
I just feel like it's too much work.
What's too
like
much
a chemistry set. You got to fucking put a hose up your ass. You still got to wash and dry. You still got to use toilet paper somehow to dry it out.
Wait. Who told you got to put it up your ass?
I don't know, man. I assume that's the way it's done. I like it real clean. No.
We're cleaning your asshole, not your intestines. Jesus Christ. You're like, yeah, I'm using this thing and my eyes keep watering. Don't put it up there. You're going to kill yourself. Oh, dude, once you've had a bidet, you've never known cleanliness. And it is... It's like literally coming out of the shower every time.
Well, see, that's the thing. I kind of knock it just because I feel like it's a lot of a process to use it. But I'm sure if I just get used to it, because look, we've all been there. You take a shit so nasty, you just got to take a shower. Dude, no matter how many times you wipe, you don't feel clean until you go in the shower. So I can see that. But I can't imagine do guys in the gay community must prep their assholes because I mean this hair, shit gets stuck in there.
Tell you this. I would show you guys that I look and I'm like, how is there's like anal bleaching.
That's super popular in LA.
It's fucking incredible.
Super popular in LA.
You open it, just like, what did you do back here? This is incredible.
I mean, I can understand, trimming the hedges, but to put bleach on your asshole, you don't need to go that far.
You should. Oh, well, hey, whoa.
Randy, speak for yourself.
You're that far. Well,
Randy, you're not the one doing work back there, buddy.
Did the dream team need to stack it with Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and all? They didn't need to do that. It's about look, baby. No, it is so. I'm gonna cry. Can we give the national anthem?
We'll give the Pledge of Allegiance.
No, ABBA, not your national anthem. Oh. No, listen, the thing of it is wiping is anymore when you get a bidet, it's about drying. It really is. That's what's kind of, and it is, it's a sensitive area. Like, imagine if I just took a paper towel and started wiping your eyelid.
Yeah. Well,
it hurts. It's just it's very sensitive skin.
Look, I've had a few hemorrhoid or two from wiping too hard.
See, exactly.
But also you have, it's also weird that every other animal takes his shit and doesn't have to wipe his ass. I assume we were made in the same fashion as every other animal. So the way we're doing it now is just wrong. That's the reason we have to smear it around our asshole.
Exactly.
So, I mean, but look, do we want to do squat pots like China, dude? I don't know.
I'm telling you, man, you don't know cleanliness until you've had and Sarah, okay, we're gonna go somewhere and we're gonna make sure there's a bidet, and I'm just gonna have
bidet.
Yeah,
but it would, like I said, it just felt like you have to get off one bowl onto the other. It just felt like
no.
Dude. It feels like a process. You know what I'm saying? Getting to that go. That's kind of where I am with my.
There should be a bidet already assembled on the toilet.
Yeah, see,
that's how I have.
Yeah,
mine,
when you flush, the water goes down, and then all of a sudden a squirt comes up.
Exactly, and that's it.
Because I mean, dude, they have the washer dryer combo.
That's it.
How can they not have the toilet bidet combo? Somebody must invent that. It must be out there. It's 2022. I mean, it's got to be out there. They have killer robots in San Francisco. You heard the fucking RoboCop up there.
You got a robot that can blow your ass up. I'm sitting there and this fucking thing's blowing on my ass. Oh, sorry.
A little dice play.
That's what it was trying to be.
I got it. I got you. I got what you were putting down, man. All right. I got another special one here. Walmart bans a woman for riding an electric cart guzzling wine from a Pringles can. Come get your mom, Eric. It's not a lot to do in buttfuck Denver, wherever she lives in Colorado. Oh, of course. A Texas woman has been banned from Walmart for riding around the parking lot of their Wichita Falls store in an electric shopping cart while drinking wine from a Pringles can. The unidentified woman was first spotted at 6:30 a.m. on a Friday, and the cops finally showed up at 9 to pick her up. All right. I'll start this one. If Walmart's going to start banning people who get drunk riding their fucking electric scooters, they're not going to have any more customers. They got to cut this shit out quick. Amazon is eating their fucking lunch. They can't afford to lose a customer like this. This is your core customer, Walmart.
Yeah, don't bite the hand. Don't bite the diabetic hand that fucking feeds. Yeah, no way.
That diabetic liver spotted hand that feeds you.
You can't. You gotta stick with the fat cunt that brought you to the dance.
I also like how she put the wine into a Pringles can.
I know.
It assumes she got it out of a bottle, but the bottle wasn't good enough. She used the Pringles can as cups.
It's an infused wine.
Oh, it's Cool Ranch Oyster Bay.
It's a jalapeno rosé.
It's amazing. And shout out to the cops for taking 2.5 hours to come get this crazy bitch.
They probably didn't come. He's like,
listen,
all right,
man.
somebody's got to fucking stop laughing and go get this bitch.
Exactly. I bet they were sitting across the street just laughing for an hour and a half. They were just having a good time. It's like, all right, well, cool. Next time they call, we'll go. But give me 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. And they're all just pointing and laughing at her.
For fun, they should have did the high-speed chase in another fucking rascal.
Yes. and play the intro to cops. Bad boys, bad boys. And they fucking chase around the parking lot at 5 miles an hour.
Playing a bang a gong.
Oh, dude, Walmart's falling on hard times. Dude, speaking of Walmart, get this. Thank God, we're talking about this guy. I had this bit in my head, and I was like, oh, I'll write that down. Forgot it, but I remembered it because I want to work on it. And this is true. Somebody sent me my buddy Jason Cordova back in Boston, very funny comic, sent me a fucking like a shot. He went into Walmart. They're selling sex toys in Walmart now.
Really?
Straight up vibrators and dildos in Walmart. I was like, bro, is that for real? He goes, yeah, man. And I'm like, man, I remember when Walmart, like in the 90s, they wouldn't sell hip hop CDs because of the explicit lyrics.
Oh.
Now they're selling fucking butt plugs in the pharmacy aisle. Amazon has Walmart shook. If they're selling dildos and butt plugs now. Amazon has Walmart that shook. If they're fucking
hey, our Taiwanese boys can make sex toys too, you fucks.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the Pringles can't just use that as a mold. Fucking take it out of the bitch with the lady's hand in the parking lot. Pour out the wine, just, put some latex in there and sell those dildos.
I was gonna say I don't know if I would trust the Walmart sex toy. Like,
I know, right? Who is buying a sex toy from Walmart? How sad is your life?
It's got extensions for people like that fat bitch on that fucking thing. Like, for some reason, the tips just I wonder why. I wonder why it's not hitting your fucking.
It breaks all the time. You bought it for $1.99. How good can a $1.99 vibrator be? You know what I'm saying? How good can it possibly be?
All that fat just stops the vibrating. It's the first time that you just smell smoke. Yeah, your fat just kind of squeezed all the shake out of that vibrator. And
it rattles apart inside of her. The batteries are lost in her vagina. She gotta go. I gotta return this. Where is it?
Where
you gotta get it out.
Where there's smoke, there's gay fire.
Oh, God. Walmart, get it together. All right. This one's a little bit weird. This one kind of freaked me out.
This one is good. Oh, good.
Switch it up and get weird here. Dead sexy. Woman caught at... Oh, no, I already read this one. That wasn't the one. Where is it? There it is. My creepy date. Sorry. That was last week's one. A guy... His dying wish, he wanted to put his ashes put in a butt plug, and he wanted his girlfriend to wear it. It's a long story. All right. So my creepy date slipped his AirPods into my bag. Here's the scary reason why. A TikToker is warning other women to be careful on their dates, claiming a man she went out with purposely places AirPods in her bag to track her movements. I had a weird feeling about this guy, like a really, really weird feeling. Corey, known as whatever on TikTok, said in the clip that has been viewed more than 70,000 times. The model said that she went out with a man she had met 3 times before. She said their last date about 3 weeks ago was at a Los Angeles gym where the AirPod drop allegedly happened. She said she had gotten home, she noticed the AirPods inside her gym bag and found it strange. He didn't reach out to her about it. She said, my gut reaction was he was tracking me, which he absolutely was, because there was literally no other reason why he would put his AirPods in my bag and not tell me. Apparently, you can track your AirPods via Find My iPhone. She reached out to him and asked if he knew he'd misplaced them. He literally responded with, did you steal them? As a joke. She said, no, and I'd be happy to get them to you. He's like, oh yeah, I'll get them next time I see you. But this woman assumes that just because this guy's AirPods are in her bag, he's stalking her. Now, what I want to know, what I want to ask you is, do you think guys are even that clever?
Absolutely.
Really? Straight guys.
Well,
straight guys.
Oh, yeah.
Because, gay guys know what the fuck's up, but straight guys.
Yeah, no, you guys aren't all boxers. You fucking know what you're doing. I think, yeah, man. I don't know if they're that vindictive, but like I said, I totally get it. Like, why was he wanting to follow her? Because the guy could be a sick fuck. Richard
you never know.
Kuklinski.
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
You never know.
Who the fuck knew that?
Yeah, Dahmer, who knew?
Exactly.
Apparently, everyone in his fucking hall, but other than that, who knew? Apparently, the cops.
Apparently, every gay guy that walked into the police station and complained about him.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, every cop in Milwaukee, but other than that, who knew?
We even talk about that. We're coming. Oh, what a silly gay brood! Like they're turning on each other. Look at him bit me. Oh,
look! I have photos of dead bodies in his house.
Keep your sick fucking magazines to yourself.
We should give him a medal for getting rid of you gays. It's like, wait a minute, what? It was 1984. Different time.
Oh, fuck.
Gay lives matter. No, but I don't think. I'm surprised a guy's that clever. That's what I'm saying. Because that's not the kind of thing a woman would do to track her boyfriend and not have him know.
Absolutely.
Listen, if that's what that guy was actually doing, slick move, man. Creepy, but slick move.
Oh yeah. Well,
but also, would you track someone after 3 fuck? She's hot. I took a look at her, but I assume she went out with this guy. He's a good-looking guy too. He can get other bitches.
I guess, yeah. I don't put it past anybody because there's some pretty fucking shady shit going on. And again, it's same thing with with Grindr being able to track people with ease.
Yeah.
So, it's not that. Look at Cheaters. You had guys that would fucking
love that show.
You had guys
Shout
that
out
would,
Joey Greco. Fucking a real G, a real journalist, getting stabbed for his job. Fuck you, Walter Cronkite. You didn't take a stabbing. That guy's a journalist. Joey Greco, fucking the man. I hope he's alive. I hope he's in LA. I'm gonna try and get him on this podcast.
Oh my God,
I could talk to him. I'm gonna book the whole fucking day with an 8 hours Cheaters episode.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh my God.
I can't.
But you would see who the fuck would want to know if they were being cheated? And I'm sure some of it's made up, but yeah, and especially I guess because I'm in LA, there's no limit to the low levels that people will fucking sink to.
But it's also not even low, bizarre. It could be just bizarre. This is weird that we do that. What tripped me up a little bit was her immediate he's tracking me before she even reached out to him. It's he might have just left him in your bag. I don't want to lose him. Threw him in your bag and walked away. And she's there's no rush. I'll get him next. Maybe he's being legitimately casual. Just hang on to him next time I see you. I got another pair. And she immediately, he's just throw him out. That's sorry, I lost him. If you're that worried, bitch, throw him. Sorry, I lost him.
Yeah, and there's that too. I don't know. Like I said, so she's just outright accusing that he's trying to follow me.
Yeah, went right up to him. He's trying to follow me. So
yeah,
it's a little presumptuous.
I would need more proof than
But you know how it is now. You just fucking lob accusations, and that's all you need. Thank God they didn't print his fucking name.
No shit. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't.
I know, right?
Because that's one thing too that I've noticed. I never thought I'd say it. It is my white friends. I'm
It's always white people.
Awful.
It's always
like
white people.
you poor bastards. Like, is everything okay?
Yeah, right.
Like,
They're taking lumps right now.
We
had a long series of W's followed by a big hard L. You know, right now is not a good time to be white.
That
and
L
straight.
keeps fucking
you had
along.
You had about what? Let's see. There's 6,000 years of pre-Christ. So about 8,000 years, and that run came to an end in about 2016.
Oh, yeah. And it's funny too because it just like that. Now we go into race.
You know, we hit all the meaty topics here.
Did we get everyone?
Yeah, I'm officially canceled yet. Who am I kidding? I have to have a career first. The best thing that could happen to me is I got canceled. It means I had something to lose.
We appreciate the 13 still listening.
Yes.
The hateful 8.
Oh man. So on that same note though, what's the weirdest experience you had dating a guy? Like, did you ever have a guy kind of stalk you like that? Anything crazy like that happen?
Let me see.
Like a weird breakup where he just wouldn't let go and you show up at your house fucking playing sad songs
guy.
at your window. You were that guy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, we've all been there.
You
know, I mean, look, to varying degrees, you know, I've made a mockery of myself, but never, thank God, you know, fucking crying on the street, throwing fucking pebbles at my girl's window with a thing of flowers and a boombox like some jerk off 80s movie. You know, I shed a few fake tears. You know, hopefully she came back. She didn't, and that was it. You know? A few crocodile tears if it worked.
God damn. Let me think. I made a. You know, okay. So there's like some people that shit.
You don't have to name names.
Okay.
There's no way you can get through the story without it. Anything I say is going to be way too revealing. Gotcha.
In terms of like of relationships, like no, like that relationships that like I've had great relationships and I've been lucky with guys that I chose to be in a relationship with. But in terms of like hookups and shit like that, there's been some
bad ones.
Fucking weird, like I can't, like, you know, the scariest thing was one guy was like, I like jocks, and I'm like, okay, well, that's not me. And
I can find one for you.
Yeah. And they're like, no, but like you're pretty masculine. I like to be like submissive, and I was like, okay, what do you want me to do? And they're like, I want you to hit me.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah. And I go, well, what do you mean by?
Yeah,
what do you mean by you know what I mean? Yeah, because in all honesty, you've been in a fight before. I don't like fights, dude.
No,
fights are terrifying.
I don't either. Yeah.
It's like the purpose of a fight is I want to hit you so hard that you don't get back up and hit me.
I don't fight fair, and I fight to really hurt you because I want to run away. Exactly. I don't want to be. Nope. I don't want to. It's truly survival. Like, that's it. If I'm hitting you, it's because I intend to blast you to not get out of there. I'm not joking around.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you get me angry enough to swing on you, it's a problem.
Yeah, it's not Gary Busey and Mel Gibson.
Lethal
Weapon. Like,
I'm not getting noogies and shit. Yeah.
Like, it's none of that shit. It's like, okay, you're threatening my space, and we're fucked if I don't put you down.
I feel very insecure about my safety right now. Yeah.
Exactly. So one guy liked that, and he liked to be choked and all that shit like that. So we were hanging out, and I gave him a little. I put the legs in.
Oh, you fucking you straight fucking MMA'd his ass.
Yeah.
See, when a guy choke a girl during sex, it's heterosex. It's really like a one hand and kind of a pinch. Mm-hmm. Not so much as a choke. It's more of a pinch. But you went straight fucking rear naked choke on this motherfucker.
Well, and that was...
You fucking put him in a figure four. Like,
well, yeah, because again, though, the problem with that is that you're pushing on their windpipe, like in that. But
I guess it's an atom.
You're just squeezing and you're closing those airways, right?
Well, just a little more letting them know that I can. If I push enough weight, your life could be mine.
And I mean, you just squeeze and
I guess,
lift.
And I guess to be fair, if I'm having sex with a chick, she's usually smaller. But if it's a dude, you got to get on him. You can't be gentle with a man. You know.
Whatever the monitor, you just see me getting hard. Can we keep this online?
Yeah, we'll shoot from the neck up.
Neck up. Aim for the second chin up. So I was choking this guy, and I let him go, and he was like, "It's amazing."
Oh no!
And I was like, "All right," and like, I mean, it was great. It was great what he was doing. So then he was like, "Choke me again." So I choked him, and this time what I did was I lifted and pushed his head down. So you
and you
get like
crank his neck. Yeah.
And he passed out.
Yeah, because you cut off the blood to his fucking brain. That's how a sleeper hold works, my friend. You just described that. You know,
he passed out, and then I let him.
Come on, baby, stop kidding. Stop kicking him.
I let him go,
baby.
and this is what happened. He fucking.
Oh no!
He started having a seizure.
No.
And I fucking got up harder than ever. No, I'm just kidding.
It came all over his body.
Now I'm hard. Now I'm ready.
Yeah.
No,
and because he was shaking, I put it in his butt to get that vibrator going.
I call that the old human vibrator trick.
I wound him up, and we're good to go. Yeah, that's not going to get cut into a clip. That would get me canceled. Talking about having sex with a guy during a seizure.
No, and I mean, he started flopping, and immediately I got him up. You know what I mean?
Get some air into him,
and I started doing all that.
Rub his back, like, hey, buddy, come on.
Yeah, come on. And he looked at me and he was like, "What happened?" And I go, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Let me take you to a doctor. Let me." And he goes, "No, do it again. No. That was amazing."
Oh my God.
And I looked at him and I was like, I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this.
How am I going to explain this to the cops if you die? No, he wanted this. Yeah, he wanted this. Like, no, he didn't.
Oh, yeah. And I told him too. I messaged him and I said, "Hey, do you want me to?" And this was the process behind it was I wanted to make sure that he knew. Like, hey, I can take you to a doctor, and I got it in writing.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Did
you have fun last night?
Exactly,
yes,
and that was it.
So if we go to court,
I really appreciate this, but here's the thing: do you want me to take you to a doctor? Do you need any of this? Because I really think you should go because you had a seizure while we were having.
And my attorney say that I should tell you this. Eric, this has been the best, dude.
Randy,
so much fun, man. What do you? This is coming out not this
Christmas morning.
No. Yes. This is coming out next week. So if you got dates, promote them. If you, where can they find you on the internet?
Follow me, EricRochaComedy.com.
EricRochaComedy.com. He's the best. He's fucking ton. He's so hilarious. Can't wait to see him do stand-up. Love you, bud. All right, that's it for this one, guys. We'll be back next week. Obviously, follow me at Randy Valero. Follow the podcast at Ready Set Blow. Rate, review, subscribe, all that good stuff. I never say it at the beginning because I'm a fucking bad promoter. But do that because I'm working on a new website and all this shit. So we're going to have a lot of fun stuff coming for you guys in the new year. But we love you. Check you next week. Peace.